Dog and I were here yesterday marking trees on a new block of woods that we're about to get cutting, and we came across the footprints of a moose. One of the first things I do when I come onto a block is start limbing the trees around, marking and looking for where my trail will eventually go through the land. And of course you're looking for a dry trail anywhere you're at. And from here I'm looking to go down to where my river is over in this direction. And so it was just coincidental that as I'm picking my trail through the woods, I noticed that these moose tracks were going in the exact same direction. So it looks like great minds think alike, and we had the same idea as to where to go through here. So today we're going to pick up on the prints and just take a walk through my block of land following them, see where that leads us. Now, part of the reason that I think he's over here is that this moose has just lost a lot of habitat, and I also have a cluster of cedar trees in here that are pretty thick and probably provide good cover for the moose. Now, I don't want to disturb them therefore, but the tracks are a few days old, so I don't think, we're going to run into it today. And I'm going to pan around here in just a minute and show the landscape, and you'll see the difference between how our companies here in Eastern Canada log our forests compared to my own method, and we're going to have a video on that pretty soon here on the channel. Looking from where I'm sitting, you can see they cut a huge portion over here. On at least two sides of my property now I have logging going on, if not three sides. And so the animals are losing a lot of habitat, which means that I'm going to have to be careful with that as I come into my own forest here and try to preserve what I can for cover. From the track there, the land slopes down into sort of wet grounds down in there. And these tracks seem to follow this ridge that runs around here on the high ground and goes into the cedar over there. Let's go for a walk. Yeah. There's the tracks there going, and they're mixed in with a bunch of my own tracks from yesterday coming through here. There's my foot, and there's the moose. Good size animal. Now there's our cedars right here to the right of us. Lower ground down here to the left. And right through here is where our moose and likely our trail's going to go. Okay, so now I haven't walked through here and we can see the gap between the moose's feet or hooves. So we got a gap from here to there. It's a pretty long stride, about as far as I can reach in one step with my own feet, if I stretch my legs out. You can see how this would provide good cover for a lot of wildlife in here because of how thick the trees are. Okay, if you watched our video where we showed us building a bridge over a stream a few weeks ago, I've just met up with some flags here in the woods that I had brought in here from that direction. So this moose is following all of the high ground through this block of woods. There. Prints are over this way. Okay, and rather than go to the river, it looks like here the moose came up to the road and very likely crossed onto my neighbor's land. Look, it was just climbing up where the moose came up onto the road. Right over there's his tracks going in again on the other piece of land. Okay, we've come full circle. I didn't want to go over on the other guy's land, not my property, and also the guy who left a trap down by that bridge we built, he's still trapping on the other side of the road over there, so just in case, I thought we'd better not follow it any further. Interesting little experiment though. I'm going to try to get more involved with that into kind of finding the patterns of the animals' movements around here. But it was interesting to see how the moose followed the high ground through this block of woods. Maybe he knows it, I'm not sure. I was also wanting to see if there was any bedding sign of him, like, you know, spending the night in those cedars maybe for shelter. And I didn't find that, but regardless, I'm going to be very careful in here that I don't thin very much, just to leave a little bit of cover if that's useful for the moose around here. And again, on another video here, I'll come back and show what it is that I have chosen to take out and some of our winter logging activities. Thanks for watching.